It was a rough day for the Yankees yesterday as three of their guys are potentially facing IL stints. Jay Happ, Edwin Encarnacion, and Gary Sanchez. We are 13 games away from the start of the postseason, and right now there is many uncertainty around the Yankees. Before the season, it was because of their lack of starting and their inability to add a starting pitcher during the trade deadline, and also because of their health. And just when you thought that pitchers were going to come back, hitters were going to come back, three more guys ended up on the IL for them. What does this mean for the Yankees? Well, it means that if you lose Gary Sanchez for 16 games like you did back last month, then the truth is you cannot activate him for the ALDS. He would not be available to come back during the ALDS. He would only be available to come back during the ALCS should the Yankees move on to the ALCS. As for Edwin Encarnacion, same goes for him. I think yesterday, Aaron Boone was as low as you've ever seen him this entire season. I mean, Boone is the guy who's always been optimistic about this team, who has said time and time again, when one guy goes down, another guy has to step up. The motto for the Yankees this season has been next man up. I just don't know how you can bounce back from losing three guys. Possibly two, because the issue with Jay Happ, well, according to Aaron Boone, isn't so serious. It was something that was already planned. So you have to look at that. If you lose Jay Happ, it means that Jordan Montgomery, who wasn't even in thoughts of being in a postseason roster, is going to be your fourth starter, whether you like it or not. And if you're a Yankee fan, you don't trust Happ, but you don't trust Montgomery either, because you don't know what Montgomery can give you. And, you know, we could talk pitching, we could talk hitting. The reality is, Yankees have the pitching in their bullpen, and with Severino coming back on Tuesday, they're going to have the pitching at the top of the rotation. Now, in the offense side, Luke Voit hasn't been performing well. Okay? He has what? 4 hits in his last 18 at bats. It's fine, but it's not good either. So you have to address that. Let's say Giancarlo Stanton comes back, plays left field. He's not going to be your DH because you have nobody to play left. So your infield would be Urshela at third, Didi at short, Gleyber Torres at second base, and DJ LeMahieu at third. Austin Romine would catch if indeed Gary Sanchez ends up going back on the IL. And your outfield, of course, would be Stanton, Gardner, and Judge. This is not a situation that I'm sure the Yankees wanted to be in, or even pictured themselves being in at the start of the season, or even after, when they thought that they were going to get all their guys back. I mean, Aaron Hicks is out for the season, Mike Tauchman is out for the season. It looks now that Encarnacion might miss the rest of the regular season, depending on the severity of the injury. Of course, the Yankees haven't announced anything yet in regards to that, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. Can they beat an Oakland A's team or a Tampa Bay Rays team in an ALDS? And assuming they get past one of those teams, can they beat the Houston Astros? Well, right now, if the season were to end today, the Yankees have the advantage because they would claim home field advantage throughout the postseason. But with those guys out, it is hard for me to imagine them having the type of offense to go out and beat a Justin Verlander or a Garrett Cole. Can it be done? Of course it can be done. Anything is possible. But as I mentioned yesterday on my video on Twitter, to me, this is the decisive blow for the Yankees. You lose Edwin Encarnacion, you're basically losing your backup first baseman, which means if, God forbid, you're in the playoffs and LeMahieu gets hit by a 98-mile-an-hour fastball by Justin Verlander right on the elbow and has to leave the game, Gio Urshela would be your emergency first baseman. Just like there would be an emergency catcher, Gio would be your emergency first baseman. And then you would be in a situation where you're not really accustomed to. So that's the issue on that. You hope that Edwin Encarnacion is fine, and you hope that Gary Sanchez is also fine, and you hope that at the end of the day, there are no more injuries to speak about. Because it's unbelievable that here we are, September 13th, 2019, and the Yankees have 12 guys on the IL, with 3 of them supposedly coming back on Tuesday, according to the Yankees. So there's really not much to say. Obviously, we have to wait to see what the report is from Toronto, what the MRI said on Eddie Encarnacion, and what it says on Gary Sanchez and J Happ. Well, we have to see what happens. Once that's released, once we get an idea of what the timetable is going to be for them, are they going to miss a significant amount of time? Will they not be available for the ALDS? Then I'll report again and I'll give you all my thoughts on that. But it was a bittersweet day for the Yankees. You swept a doubleheader, your 6th doubleheader swept, and you lowered your magic number to 5 with the Rays losing last night. Obviously, the division is going to be wrapped up pretty soon, so you can focus on the playoffs and on claiming the best record in baseball. But again, not the situation you wanted to be in on the 13th day of September, or in this case, the 12th day of September. So we shall see what happens. Until then, if you like these videos, hit the like button and make sure you subscribe down there. I'm Sam. Take care, guys.